Kakabsat, iti daytoy nga aldaw, may ka-27, a Martes, iti kadawyan na tiyempo, manen kakabsat, intayo pagtutungtungan, intayo anagyan, ti kayo papanan, dagiti Nasantoan a Maibasa, kang runaan na unay iti ebanghelyo, iti panagbiag tayo. Ket daytoy nga ebanghelyo, iti daytoy nga aldaw, manipod ken ni San Lucas, paset 10, binatog 38, agingga 42, amukla unay kakabsat nga very familiar tayo. It is the story of Martha and Mary welcoming Jesus. Well, actually, the two of them were welcoming Jesus in their own ways. Martha, on one hand, was welcoming Jesus like an ordinary man would do, just like anybody welcoming a friend. But on the other hand, there is something very different about the way Mary was welcoming Jesus. Not all people who met Jesus indeed met Christ in Jesus. Iso nga iti daytoy nga kanito kakabsat, let us try to ask the question, how could we welcome God in our lives? How could we welcome Christ in our own life? Talo apuntos kakabsat, ti kayat ko nga igunam-gunam. Una, the first and the most important gesture of welcoming God is really just by recognizing the presence of the guest. By just sitting there. We imitate Mary, plain and simple. We do what's best by just being present there and listening to God. Dikat din, that's what praying really means. We only start to pray when we learn to listen to God. Just by Jesus is asking us, therefore, dear friends, to be disposed in solitude and in silence to be able to hear Him speaking. Second point, we welcome God by not making a big deal about our own efforts. Naungtan basit ni Marta iti ebanghelyo anang tayo because he was fretting. Dagiti balikas amang tayo. Gapo ta maringguran ni Marta iti panagsagsagana na napanken Apo Jesus. Apo, kinunana, awan kadi iti anyaman na ken ka, abaybay anak ni kabsat ko, ket sisyak ti agsagsagana, ibagaman ken pana, tatulungan nak. Ngem kinuna ni Jesus, Marta, Marta, adu unay ti pakaringguram ken pakabuungam ti ulong. Dear friends, we lose God's grace when we take too much pride with our sacrifices. When we fret, for example. Therefore, we should never make a big deal of our efforts. May katlo apuntos kakabsat. How do we welcome Christ? Well, by just ordering our priorities in life. Kinuna ni Jesus iti ebanghelyo, may salaeng ti masapol. Pinili ni Maria ti kasayaatan, ket saan to ang maikat ken kuana. Very common daytoy a problema kada tayo kakabsat, especially when we get lost in the many things, the many activities in our lives, that we begin to forget that really important thing, the one thing that the Lord says is necessary. Anya kadi daytoy? For the Jews, it is related to the greatest commandment in the Old Testament, particularly in Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 4 to 5. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart, and with all your soul, and with all your might. This should be the first, and the rest will follow eventually. Kakabsat, talo a pagpampanunutan, iti daytoy akan ito, tapno babaen iti wagas panagbiag tayo, ay ket mayan natop metlaeng iti pagayatan ni Kristo. Alright, let us welcome Christ, and may all of us be blessed.